The address is CBS. Welcome home.
Hey, where's your laptop? Or are you more the yellow legal pad kind of girl?
Yeah, like I could afford either one.
I don't see the rest of the round table around here. You know, a bunch of writers getting together, talking about their latest creation.
Where have you been, Guam?
No. No, knee-deep in framing lumber.
Well, FYI, my book was a bomb, my laptop's gone. Best I can do is forget it. Sort of like my wedding, sort of like my future.
Well, what it's worth, I thought you were a beautiful bride. Almost.
Well, that night cost me a lot more than my pride.
Sorry about David.
Thanks.
It's kind of tough finding yourself alone.
What, are you speaking from experience?
No law says you have to stay alone.
Yeah, well, I think it's just as hard to find good company as it is to find good luck.
Maybe you ain't looking hard enough.
I'll get real. What are the odds of anybody decent finding me in this dump?
Hey, I knew you'd show up.
Well, where else would I be?
Hi, Eddie.
So, you want to dance?
Give me an hour.
Well, what's up? Your mom been around?
Don't call her that.
Well, it's what she is.
She's a no-show. She just didn't come.
I'm sorry.
What'd I expect? To live happily ever after with her?
Don't con me, all right? It stinks. But maybe it's not about you.
I'm here, and she's not.
Don't you watch the news?
No. Why?
Well, apparently, her and her man have dropped right off the face of the planet.
What do you mean?
Nobody's seen Kirk or Sam for days.
So old lady Walsh was being straight with me.
So you're like the last person to see her.
You mean that night she was here?
Yep.
Well, what's going on?
I don't know exactly. I do know that the cops are looking for her.
Her sister said something about criminal charges.
You see, maybe she tried to be here. Maybe she tried to get here to see you, and something stopped her.
Yeah, since there are so many more things important than this.
You know what? Don't worry about it, okay? Because whatever it is, I'm gonna find out about it. Okay? Me and Dumbo are on the case, so you just sit back, relax, and let me do the dirty work.
No, that's a lie. The Accademia in Florence isn't an art school. It's not. It's a little museum. It has Michelangelo's David in it. It's really nice.
Whoa, wait a minute, hold up. What's in there?
Michelangelo's statues, the David, and then the slaves.
The David. David.
What's the matter with you, you cop that suddenly cares about art?
No, that's it. Don't you see? Julia's been lying. Because James is making her. That's why she brought up Florence and that gallery. So I'd figure out she's talking about David.
You mean you think if you're going to follow the crumbs in the forest, darling, you're delusional.
No, that's where she said they met.
I don't care if she said they met in the tar pits in L.A. Darling, I want you to find my sister.
We're doing everything we can, Lucinda.
Yeah, the women come and go talking of Michelangelo.
Julia knew that we'd see through her lies. She knew that we would find out about David.
Well, it can't be about David Stenbeck.
Why not? What if it is?
Because David Stenbeck is dead.
They never recovered a body.
Darling, she's not sending you signals, not the way you think. I mean, she's just a very poor liar. I'm sorry, but don't worry. James will bring her along. She'll be a master in no time.
James and Julia are not connected, Lucinda.
Hey, wake up, for heaven's sake. They're in this thing together.
That's enough!
Oh, my God, I'm sorry.
No,
Apparently she's made a fool of you.
That's fine,
Okay,
great.
all right. I demand now that you do your job.
I am. Okay, Julia's been...
This is a CBS News special report. I'm Paula Zahn, reporting from CBS News headquarters in New York. Good afternoon. We are on the air to bring you the latest on the crash of Swiss Air Flight 111 in Nova Scotia. We are about to get a briefing from Canadian aviation officials who have now listened to a tape of the final conversation between the pilot and air traffic controllers. The tape may provide some clue to the cause of the crash, which killed all 229 people on board. The search goes on in the ocean for remains of the dead and for the plane's flight data recorders. Relatives of the victims began arriving in Nova Scotia today to try to identify their loved ones. Flight 111 was on its way from New York to Geneva, Switzerland Wednesday night when the pilot reported smoke in the cabin. The plane, an MD-11, crashed 16 minutes later as it was attempting an emergency landing in Halifax. Let's now check in with Bob Orr to see what he has learned from our own federal officials about what the possible cause of this crash may be. Bob?
Well, Paula, we have to be cautious. We're a long way from knowing any possible cause. Investigators, at the very best, have a few clues about what to look for, and one of the things they're really focusing on are the actions of the pilots. In other words, did the pilots react urgently enough? Did they do all of the proper things after first declaring that there was smoke in the cockpit? So that's one of the first things, and maybe we'll learn more, Paula.
All right, Bob, we're going to go listen into the event right now of the Canadian aviation officials as they give us their insights into those last conversations.
In fairly good condition. So, another point that I want to raise is that we have on the table here maps as well as the restricted area that we've asked you to respect this at the earlier newser today with respect to the sites where the family are expected to gather. I also want to tell you that as we speak, we have a few members of the families that are on site here at this particular time. On voudrait vous dire que au moment où on se parle, il y a quelques membres des familles des victimes qui sont sur le site ici et qui se recueillent. Alors, on apprécie la coopération qu'on a eue de tout le monde, incluant les médias aujourd'hui.
We are not able to take a look at the large fragments of the plane that are expected to be at 170 feet below the surface of the ocean. Can you tell us if anything can be ruled out as to the cause of this crash?
At this point, Paul, I don't think anything can be ruled out. I think the officials on both sides of the border have made it pretty clear to us that they come about as close as they ever will to ruling anything out in terms of sabotage right up front. There's nothing to suggest any kind of criminal event. The other interesting thing is, among the very few bits of wreckage recovered so far, there is virtually no sign, or I guess I should say no sign of any fire damage. That's somewhat curious because normally at a crash crater, and in this case the crash crater would be in the ocean, you would expect to see among those bits of debris some sign of fire, because it's generally the rule that we have fires upon crash. Now, we don't know what that means or if it means anything at all. The other little bit of guidance I got a short time ago from the federal safety officials investigating the accident is that report yesterday of a large section of the plane, perhaps all intact in deep water, maybe that's not quite right. They're not sure where that came from because they're still doing side scanning sonar from a submarine that was up there and some other equipment. And to my understanding, and we may find out different in this briefing, they have not yet identified any sizable target. That would seem to fly in the face of what the briefers told us yesterday, saying that they had some hint that maybe there was a large section of the airplane. But this is in keeping with what normally happens in the early days of an investigation, so we'll see where it goes. Paula?
We check back in now with the Canadian officials to see if they will share parts of those last conversations with us.
Just say Argyle Street, they'll find it.
Basically, the Citadel is the top of the city. The fort up there, it's just across the street from there, or just down the street. Very close.
I guess the access, as I'm told here, is at the box office entrance on Argyle Street. And satellite trucks can be parked on Brunswick Street. And telephone company, the MTT, is on site now and available to run any lines that will be required for your feed tomorrow.
The bulk of the families are still coming tomorrow by bus?
We have words to that effect, yes, that the bulk, if they decide it won't be until tomorrow, that they will show up here.
I understand that, but how are you going to sort of mix your briefings? In other words, if we're here to see the families and you have your briefings in Halifax, it's not going to work out really well, probably.
Well, the center is going to be used as a multi-purpose, but like obviously it's a gathering point for the media. And as we're saying, like, the site here will remain open, and you know, like, it'll still be protected. We'll still have spokespeople here.
As we await the information on the final conversation between the pilot and the air traffic controllers, as you can hear, the Canadian aviation officials are talking about the logistics of bringing the families into the crash site.
I'd like to open by saying that we have
we go back to them now because I think that information will now be shared with us.
Over 100 people really involved from the various agencies that are either directly from the Transportation Safety Board or assisting via accredited rep and other status. So we also have, of course, in addition to that, all of the other agencies that have been working since the accident occurred, the RCMP, the Navy, the Coast Guard, the local agencies, etc., which of course are continuing to help and be involved in the investigation. I would like to clarify some issues that deal with air traffic control tapes. We have listened to the air traffic control tapes, and I must say that some of the media promulgated versions of what the air traffic control tapes was totally inaccurate and misleading, and I would like to add that the conversations that did take place between the Air Traffic Control Center and the crew of the aircraft were professional at all times. We are in the process of transcribing those tapes, and we will make them available soon. We will also be indicating the track of the aircraft over the ground. I do not have them at this press conference. We will make them available soon, perhaps as soon as tomorrow.
Not tonight, for sure?
No, we will have them as soon as tomorrow.
What was on the tape?
It was, as I had indicated earlier, an indication that the crew did declare a pan, which was an emergency call, and then there were subsequent conversations that in which the air traffic control indicated to the crew that they were cleared to turn. They were offered the information that Halifax was closer. Initially, the crew had indicated that they perhaps wanted to go to Boston. The air traffic control indicated that that Halifax was closer, and the crew then elected to fly to Halifax. As I say, the transcription of the conversation will be made available, and it was professional throughout.
What about the plane change course when they were thinking of going?
We have been listening to Canadian aviation officials telling us about what happened in the final conversations between pilots and their contacts with the control tower. Bob Orr is now joining us from Washington. What Mr. Gurdon just said is not all that different than what you have been reporting, that the crew did declare an emergency, a pan. The subsequent conversations between the air traffic controllers indicated that the pilot was given the permission to land in Halifax. Give us your perspective on what we've just heard.
Well, aviation investigators, Paula, are by nature very, very cautious. I'm not too surprised that he's choosing his words carefully. But I can tell you we have it from sources that, in fact, after the crew was cleared to go to Halifax, instead of going directly into the airport, which would have been a relatively short trip, just a couple of minutes, for some reason the aircraft circled southwest of the airport in a rather large circle that took many minutes to accomplish. Now, one of the reasons for this perhaps was the pilot's desire to dump fuel in the ocean so that he was not attempting an emergency landing with a heavy load of fuel. There's always a danger when you do that of a fire, even if you do bring the plane down safely on the runway. But I have to tell you that there are some investigators scratching their heads saying that they don't see the proper sense of urgency in the actions of the crew. And this is one of the main areas of inquiry tonight. And now, I don't know whether the investigators will offer this up later in the press conference or not, and maybe they want to plot this out very carefully on a map and compare it against what they heard in the ATC, or the air traffic control tower tapes. But I'll tell you that it's a bit unusual. I don't want to put too much blame on the pilot. We don't know what circumstances he was facing in the air with smoke in the cockpit, and there are some prudent reasons to dump fuel, but I can tell you he certainly did not take the most direct route to the airport, and that has investigators at least asking some tough questions. Paula?
And of course, as we've noticed witnessing this news conference, we really don't know when we will have those actual transcripts of the last conversations that took place between the pilots of this flight in the air traffic control tower. Bob Orr, thanks so much. There will be more on the Swiss Air crash on your local news on this CBS station and, of course, on the CBS Evening News. Until then, I'm Paula Zahn, CBS News, New York. Have a good day.
This has been a CBS News special report.
Your skin? I don't usually do endorsements, but for new Vaseline Intensive Care Lotion, I'll make an exception. Vaseline's the only lotion with new skin protection complex. When I'm dry, it heals me. But here's what really excites me. Now Vaseline also protects me from the sun, cold, wind, even water. I feel marvelous. Hey, I'm the only skin you've got. Take care of me. Take Vaseline Intensive Care of me.
Learning to get dressed is easy with the right teachers.
What do you know? I know my shirt goes over my head. I know yellow, blue, and red.
What do you know?
Pants in the closet, shoes on the shelf. I can get dressed by myself.
They'll look smart in Kmart's exclusive collection of Sesame Street clothes.
What do you know? B's for Big Bird on my shirt. There's a ruffle on my skirt.
What do you know?
I'm wearing overalls today. Brought to you by the letter K.
Improved Quilted Northern? Impossible.
Grandma Mimi.
What have you done to my Quilted Northern bathroom tissue?
We've taken your idea of quilting and improved it.
Look, I made my Quilted Northern with lots of quilted places for moisture to go.
But now, Grandma, there are 40% more quilted places to absorb.
And leave you feeling clean. Not bad, kids.
From Grandma Mimi, that's a compliment.
Improved Quilted Northern. Quilted to absorb.
NFL star Eddie George has just seen the perfect woman, and he's hired Don Johnson to find her.
Nash?
Beth. Big mistake. Nash Bridges, CBS Tonight.
Hey, I'm the last guy to give advice.
Good, because I'm the last girl that wants to hear it.
Yeah, but
But, that is my least favorite word in the whole English language.
But I thought David Stenbeck was just not the top of the heap.
And the last thing I need is a Monday morning quarterback.
Well, sorry. Hey, what's going on? Where you going? Sorry. All right, it was just friendly observation.
Yeah, well, from the 50-yard line, David looked pretty damn good.
Is it true love?
I thought it was. It shows you how much I know, huh? Most people's shit comes in and mine blows into a million bits.
Hold the chair. Have a cup of coffee with me. I'm buying. Come on, this will all make a real good book someday.
Oh, no, no. Not this time.
Look, you survived. Not just the ship, but the whole wedding fiasco.
Yeah, I guess it's just lucky for me that nobody ever died from humiliation.
You're tough.
Yeah, as nails. Ask anybody.
I meant that as a compliment. All right, now David brought you to the altar and he stuck it to you there. But you kept your head up. Hey, you didn't crawl down to his level. You know what that says about you?
I'm afraid to ask. You moving in? Hey, you know, I was getting ready to leave
Not
right
before you have dessert.
Dessert? You haven't even eaten.
Who says you can't have dessert first? I'm a big boy, and I am craving a double hot fudge sundae. How about it? You want to join me?
Extra whipped cream?
Crushed pineapple.
And, a cup of gooey hot fudge on the side. Oh, and, 2 spoons.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. You know, I'm not brain dead. You're buying, so what is this hot fudge sundae gonna cost me?
Eddie,
How are you gonna find out about Sam if the cops don't even know?
I'll ask around, trust me. People can tell I'm not a cop.
Just forget it, all right? If she shows, she shows.
I don't understand. How does that help?
It doesn't matter.
Yo, it matters to me, all right? You need to get well, and I figure if you get some answers, maybe you'll lie back, take it easy, and let some of this stuff here work.
You need to worry about getting a job.
Aye, aye, Captain.
She just flaked, like she did before.
But what if something came up?
It doesn't matter. I'll still be alone. I should have seen this coming.
Why? Why should you have seen this coming?
Remember when I told you I heard them talking about doing something illegal?
Yeah. Whoa, the boat, the Valletta. You think they sunk that boat themselves?
Yeah. And if the cops are after her, well, that kind of puts a little damper on her coming to see her kid.
Yeah, you're right. You know what? I got an idea. The police station is right across the street. Maybe I'll go over there and see if maybe I can find out what's going on.
Eddie, the cops don't exactly put a welcome mat out for you.
Well, how the hell else are we gonna figure this out?
You and the cops.
I'll be okay.
I don't like it, Silva.
Listen, I'll be on my best behavior, and then I'll break the hell out of there.
You'd do that for me?
No sweat.
You're so deep.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm gonna do this, but you're gonna stay put. You stay right here in this bed. You're gonna stay in this bed if I gotta tie you down, all right?
Okay. Just be careful with the cops.
All right.
Oh, Eddie, I'm sorry I didn't know you were here.
You know, I was actually just leaving.
Oh,
so.
okay.
I'll see you later, Georgia.
So, how you doing? How do you feel?
No, I'm okay.
A little sore?
Oh, and tired.
I'll just bet.
I just wish it was over.
Well, you went through today's hurdles with flying colors.
This was a piece of cake. It's getting cut open.
Listen, I know. I understand looking forward to surgery is very scary. Don't worry. It's natural to feel that way.
I'm glad I'm not the only one who was scared.
Oh, listen, my situation was a little bit different, but my emotions were exactly the same as yours. I remember lying there in bed alone, waiting for the surgery, and I'd put my hand over my heart to feel if it was beating, and I was so afraid.
It wouldn't be there anymore.
No, that it would stop.
I do that all the time.
Well, everything went just great today. Once you have that surgery, you're going to feel stronger and stronger.
Did you?
Almost immediately.
Can I ask you something?
Sure.
What are you doing here?
I came back to see you.
For real?
For real. Listen, we are members of a very exclusive club. The Brave Heart Survivors Club.
Yeah, the surgery's gonna be rough, but I'll be cool, right? I'll be okay.
You will be just fine.
I hope so.
Sweetie, you don't have any family at all here in Oakdale?
No.
Well, you do have friends?
Yeah, the best.
I'm kind of curious. What made you come to Oakdale in the first place? I mean, why do you want to live here?
Start with James.
Yeah, but he's just going to give you the same old story. You know, all roads may lead to David, but that doesn't help us find Samantha. We have to come up with
No,
something.
we do nothing. I'm taking it from here.
I can summon help for this dinky police force.
Stay out of it, Lucinda. You have a history with James.
Yeah, that gives me an edge.
No, that makes you vulnerable. You stay out of my way. And if you breathe a word of this to anyone about Julia, the gallery, any of it, you'll answer to me.
And what do you want?
Yeah, I gotta ask you some questions.
Get lost, Silva.
It's about Samantha Anderson. Do you know where she is?
And who the hell do you think that you are?
Just tell me what you got.
What I don't got is time for this. Get out of here.
Look, it's not about me, okay? I'm asking for a friend.
Oh, really? And what friend would that be?
What does it matter who the friend is, all right? Just tell me what you got. You got any leads or not?
It is under investigation.
Look, you gotta help me out here, Guzman. I need to know this.
Look, we don't have anything on the Andersons, okay? And if we did, I wouldn't tell a punk like you. Now, haul it out of here, Silva.
Now.
Hello, Mr. Silva? Why are you asking for information about my sister?
How do you love me? How do you love me, Daddy? Tell me. You look so worried. You need rest, David. You're flesh and blood. You know what? You're slipping. You lost it. What was the plan? Tell me what the plan was. You're gonna throw me over the shoulder and take me down to the police station, collect reward, more cash for you, Daddy? Is that what you wanted?
No. No, I'd never turn you over to the cops.
Tell me.
My plane is at the airport right now. They're waiting for us. I'm gonna get you out to an island on the other side of the world. A private island. Nobody will ever find you there. The law would never find you there. I swear, David, that's the truth. I swear.
As a fruit, this is what you live for.
Ocean Spray fruit auditions. Take one.
How are you, partner?
So you're from Georgia?
That's right, y'all.
I wish I came from the town of...
Driver's license says you're from Queens. Sure, there's rejection. We're looking for Georgia peaches.
Give me a break, will you?
Introducing new Ocean Spray Wellfleet Farms 100% juice blends. We only pick the best fruit.
There's a lot of tears.
I'm a Georgia peach.
But you can't make a great juice without shedding a few tears.
Where you from, pal?
Security. New 100% juice blends from Ocean Spray. We only pick the best fruit.
If you wear store brand undergarments, here's important news from Depend.
Lunchtime? I can't. I've got too much to do. Nonsense. You're going. But my hair. I'll do it in the car.
Only Depend has Absorb-Lock for the best Depend protection against leaks. Leading store brand undergarments are 50% more likely to leak than Depend.
June Allison. Depend. Because you've got a lot of living to do.
You know, the last I looked, the average workday lasts more than a few hours, right?
Right.
But average pain relievers may work for a few hours, then quit. Well, now there's a leave. A leave's the one with the strength to work on arthritis pain all day long with just 2 pills. It would take 8 Tylenol to do that. So, if your pain reliever isn't putting in a full day's work,
Fire it.
fire it and take a leave. 2 pills, all day relief. Works for me.
Now on home video.
Better get started having fun right now.
It's magical. It's musical. It's Barney.
Barney!
And this time, Barney is bigger and better than ever in his first full-length movie adventure.
Lots of fun.
Join Barney, BJ, and Baby Bach in Barney's Great Adventure, the movie. Now available on home video. Look for special valuable offers inside each video. Rated G.
15 years after high school, Maggie Winters is going back home.
So you back for the reunion?
Go Cougars.
She'll rediscover schoolgirl crushes
So, you gonna get back together with Bobby or what?
and friends she never should have left behind.
Last night I made out with Bobby. And he touched my left arm.
Faith Ford is Maggie Winters. Premiere CBS Wednesday, September 30th.
Flight 111. Do the black boxes hold clues to the crash? Tonight.
You really think Mama misread Julia?
Looks that way.
Yeah, but she liked her. She invited her to live at the farm.
Your mother loves everybody. Maybe she didn't want to lose Emma's respect. If she mentioned somebody like James Stenbeck,
That would upset Mama.
who wouldn't want to forget a creep like that?
She wouldn't be the first.
So she comes to Oakdale for a fresh start. This is the perfect place.
Till James blew it.
You know, I really thought that she and Jack had something going.
So did I.
Well, you don't think that she and James are still together, do you?
She's certainly trying to give us the impression that they are.
But you don't buy it.
I didn't say that.
Not in so many words.
What are you, a mind reader?
Only when it comes to one mind. Do you have a theory? What is it?
No, I don't have a theory. But
What? Now what?
you're worse than a cop. you
No,
know that?
I'm a wife. There's something going on in that mind of yours. What is it?
you drugging, James? Sam Kirk? No. No.
Run! Run! You take another step and I'll kill you! Get up! Move! Same goes for you, Blondie. All right, James. Anger poison.
Listen, baby, don't hurt these girls. You hurt these people, and you'll never have a chance to normal life. I know you're suffering. I know you want revenge, but it's not worth it. It's not worth the cost.
Shut up!
Don't be a fool, boy. I'm your only chance to get out of here.
Gosh, you're a fool, Dad.
That's it.
Gee, that oatmeal was little.
Yeah.
Done with those sausages? You done with them hash browns?
Sure.
You need some help with that bacon? How'd I get heartburn? All I had was oatmeal. Cutting my lantern.
Are you kidding? Aluminum and magnesium? You want Tums. Tums has calcium.
Tums calcium knocks out heartburn fast, then goes to your bones to help keep them stronger, longer.
How about a bag of donuts for the road?
How about a bottle of Tums?
I have the cleanest and nicest smelling toilet in the neighborhood.
Since I started using Vanish hang-ins, the toilet bowls stay completely clean. The fact that it delivers bleach to the bowl is terrific.
My scrubbing days are over.
Real easy to use.
Drop the tablet in the dispenser, hang it on the side of the tank.
Boom, you're done.
Vanish hang-ins deliver more bleach to your bowl than Clorox.
There's no stains.
No scrubbing.
No rings, like magic. Ta-da!
Vanish hang-ins. More bleach to the bowl.
If anybody doesn't believe me, ring my doorbell and you can smell my toilet.
I could hardly wait to spend my summer vacation with Aunt Laura. She knew just everything. What you need to build a playhouse, how to make things grow, and that nature always makes a fresh new start. And she always stuck some milkfuls in my pockets, these candies with the delicious milky filling. How I enjoyed that wonderful flavor. It just tasted like everything vacation with Aunt Laura meant to me. And nowadays, when I send my little Anna to be with her, I know she will also have a wonderful time there. Because it's the simple things that make life so rich.
Milkfuls. Simply enjoy.
For the next 18 hours, surround yourself in comfort. Introducing the Absolute Comfort Bra, the newest from 18 Hour. So smooth, so seamless. It's 18-hour comfort reinvented by Playtex.
Stay tuned for more of As the World Turns.
Sunday, can Angel stop a drug addict from hurting her child?
Baby's missing from the hospital.
Where did you put her? I can't remember.
A compelling Touched by an Angel. Then,
ladies and gentlemen, I just won the lottery.
Nicolas Cage, Bridget Fonda, Rosie Perez.
The cop gave a waitress a $2 million tip.
It could happen to you. CBS Sunday.
Steve Rambo, tonight at 5, 6, and 11 on CBS 2 News.
America's funniest game is back in Whoopi Center Square.
Be there or be square.
It's Hollywood Squares.
Tell them Whoopi sent you.
Hollywood Squares, premiering September 14th at 7:30 on CBS 2.
Another match game, a show where anything could happen. And now, anything can happen again. You blank or not to blank. The match is back, September 21st. It's the most fun you can have blanking.
Match Game premieres September 21st on CBS 2.
Need a good night's sleep? Go to Mattress Discounters. You'll have the confidence of knowing they're the largest mattress retailer in the country and the world's largest Sealy retailer. With all that buying power, they always guarantee the best prices because all they sell are mattresses. They're the experts. They know more than anybody else. And if you hurry in now, you'll save even more during their big sale. Mattress Discounters. They put America to bed.
It's back-to-school clearance time at Ross. Save 50 to 65%. There are thousands of new markdowns at the Ross back-to-school clearance. Don't you just love it?
The address is
CBS.
Welcome home.
Now what are you looking at?
Who else you gonna hit up for food?
Don't worry, he's a big tipper.
Dig in.
I'm still waiting for the catch.
No catch. No strings. Honest.
Yeah, right. Where have I heard that before?
Well, I'll sign an affidavit and whipped cream if you want. But your book's not selling.
Now, actually, I was thinking of opening a concession of doorstops. Need one?
There's got to be something good going on in your life.
You really are a Snyder, aren't you? Always looking for the silver lining. Well, let's see. I'm broke. I'm homeless. I have a packet of saltines to my name, but, hey, I got my health, right?
You can't put a price on that.
Oh, no. I would hawk that any second for just one more night in the Lakeview.
No, that is not an even trade. No.
That's easy for you to say. You're not Oakdale's latest laughingstock.
Why do you care what other people think? Why don't you just jump back in the game?
See, I was in the game. David and I, we were going to take over this town.
So do it.
Alone?
You don't seem like the kind of woman who needs a man to get through this world. What do you need any of them for, anyway?
Look who's talking.
What do you mean?
Well, I saw your, I saw you in action from the minute you breezed into this town.
Really? What'd you see?
A man who doesn't stay alone for very long.
Yeah, that's right. I'm Eddie Silva.
Why are you asking questions about my sister, Mrs. Anderson?
Well, I worked on the Valletta.
I know that. I saw you there. I spoke to you once. That does not answer my question.
Yeah, well, that's all you get.
This is very serious.
Look, I heard that Samantha skipped town. I just want...
Yeah. I know that. What's it to you?
Nothing.
Nothing. Oh, it's nothing. That's why... Aren't you a guy with a little problem with the law, but you come down here and you hobnob with the boys in blue? Why?
Look. Why do you want to know this?
Answer my question.
Look, I'm not out here to hurt anybody,
Did
all right?
James Stenbeck send you here? Are you here on an errand?
Yeah, that's right. What, you think I had something to do with what's going on?
You know more than what you're saying.
Okay, you nailed me, lady. I work for James Stenbeck. Get out the cuffs.
Please. If you know anything.
I don't.
Is it money? How much is he paying you?
You know what? He pays me nothing. Because I don't work for him.
And who sent you? Why are you here? Was it that greedy Georgia? With the strawberry blonde hair and the hole in her heart, she says?
Yeah, I heard you talk to
Yes, she's very interested in my sister. She thinks my sister is something more to her than just an employer.
She's a good kid, all right? She has nothing to do with this.
Well, what about you two? What are you, a team? The yin and the yang of young Khan? You're trying to make money off the sinking of the Valletta?
This is no con, lady. And yes, Sam did say that she would help out.
With the broken heart or with the broken bank account?
She needs an operation, all right, lady, and all the friends she can get.
And Samantha was her friend?
Look, Samantha made a lot of promises, okay? I mean, she said she cared, you know, a lot. And maybe there was a good reason for her leaving, but you know what? It wasn't Georgia.
I guess not, if you say so.
You know what? If your sister is anything like you, then... forget it. It's a waste of my time.
Hey, young man. I'm not through with you.
Get over there with your friend right now. Go!
Get out of here.
Shut up.
Needle, I freaked out.
Shut up.
You blew our only chance.
I said shut your mouth.
Excuse me, I can't hear you, Dad. Tell me, Dad, what do you want to say? You're fading away. I can't hear you, old man. Talk to me, come on. Where are you, Dad? There you go. Go to sleep. There you go.
And then they're with Reed.
What are you gonna do to us?
Wouldn't you like to know, Carly? Wouldn't you like to know?
With
With all we have to do today, does it make sense to keep color on your hair for 30 minutes when you can get rid of the gray in 5? Just 5. Great color, body, and shine in 5 gentle minutes. Just 5. Smart hair color. Works for me.
My mom says I look just like the Gerber baby. I've changed a bit. And so has Gerber. Now they don't have any added sugar or starch in over 100 recipes. Shouldn't your baby be a Gerber baby?
When I heard about it, migraine headache pain relief without a prescription, clinically proven from Excedrin, I didn't believe it. I mean, how can you if you know what migraine pain is like? But I tried it because you'll try anything to get rid of migraines. And you know what? Excedrin migraine relieves migraine pain. My own research. That I believe.
Excedrin Migraine, the only non-prescription medicine approved for migraine pain relief.
Smile, you got French's. Smile, you got French's. Smile, you got fun. Smile, you got fun. Put it on your sandwich. Put it on your sandwich. Put it on your bun. Put it on your bun. Smile, you've got French's. Smile, you've got French's.
Nothing spreads more smiles on more faces than the taste of French's Classic Yellow, Hearty Deli, Mild Dijon, and French's new Honey Mustard.
Smile, you've got French's. Smile, you've got French's.
Wow. It's what people are saying about our latest Kenmore refrigerator. Why? It's the one with a one-touch shelf that adjusts up or down with the twist of a knob. So you can make room for lavish layer cakes without unloading and reloading. Wow. Everyone says there's never been anything quite like it. Others say nothing at all. Instead, they just stand there and drool. Smart, stylish, simple. In a word, Kenmore, America's best-selling refrigerator brand.
You know, it's not like it's a big secret. Lucinda's known for pool boys and house toys.
Yeah, I earned this some of the hard way.
Ooh, don't tell Lucinda
Doing
that.
construction. I'm rebuilding Milltown Baptist.
You're rebuilding the church.
Yeah. Let's make a deal, all right? I don't buy into your press. You don't buy into mine.
Deal. I mean, who am I to judge anyway, right?
Yeah. Oakdale's a small town.
Keyword being small.
I'll bump into you somewhere. Sure.
For dessert?
Sure, why not?
So that means I can call you the next time I have a craving for something sweet?
You can call me anytime. I will be around.
Yeah. Look, I better go before that waitress dumps a tray of hash on my head.
Take care. Okay, Molly?
Thanks.
Get out of here.
Excuse me. I heard that you were the foreman on that church job.
Yep, you heard right.
My name's Eddie Silva. I was
You're
wondering
that kid that was on that video, right?
Yeah, I
With the
really
cop
need a
lady.
job. You know what, forget it.
Hey, wait. Wait up.
Wait for what? Huh? You already got my rap sheet.
Is all this stuff true?
Nobody cares about the truth, man.
Try me.
No, all right? No, it's not true. They made it look like something sick was going on, right? Margot and I are just friends. That's it. End of story. So you gonna give me a job or not?
Depends.
Well, I don't know too many people in this town. The ones that I do know.
No, it depends if you have experience.
No, I don't have any experience. But you know, I'll work really hard, and I'll come in early, and I'll leave late.
Your experience pays not very good.
Look, I really need the money, man.
All I got is cleanup crew, all right?
You mean it? You mean it? You mean I got the job,
You're
right?
definitely the low man on the totem now. You answer to everybody.
That's fine. That's no problem. When do I start?
Tomorrow, 7 a.m.
Thank you. Thank you.
If you are late, you are out.
No, don't worry about it. You ain't gonna be sorry, all right? Thank you very much.
Should wait until tomorrow before you thank me.
Well, Oakdale seemed as good a place as any. And I've met nice people here like you and your husband.
And Eddie?
And Eddie. But friends don't pay the bills. Mrs. Hughes, I don't have insurance. And this stuff is costing a bundle.
For heaven's sakes, that's the last thing in the world you should be thinking about.
Well, how am I gonna pay for it?
Well, they'll make some kind of arrangements.
I haven't even had the surgery yet. What's that gonna cost me, huh?
You know something? I think you've got something wrong with your ears. You're not listening. Everything is gonna work out just fine.
I hope so.
I know so. Ah, Georgia. Hello, Kim.
Hello.
I guess rumors of this young lady's illness have not been exaggerated.
I didn't know you two knew one another.
Well, we're just recent acquaintances. Visitors are okay?
Well, I think we have to keep it short, you know. I'm gonna go down to the office and check something. I'll be back in a bit.
Mrs. Hughes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Keep it short, because she's still recovering. Okay, whatever you say.
What are you doing here?
I just came by because I thought you might be able to clear up a little mystery.
About what?
Now, you seem to think that my sister Samantha had a commitment to you, and I assumed that it was financial.
It was more than just the money.
It just seems so oddly out of character that my sister would take under her wing just any little stranger.
Maybe you don't know your sister as well as you think you do.
Okay, your time is up. What's the verdict?
First, Julia practically throws the bread at me. Then she ushers me out of the house trying to get rid of me.
That's weird, but it's not illegal.
Okay, and then this thing turns up. It's not Mama's handwriting. It's smeared. What if Julia wrote this?
And purposely put it in the bread? You can't be serious.
Well, there's only one way to find out.
Where are you going?
I'm going to go see Julia. This is about more than a bad loaf of bread. I'm going to find out. Lock up.
Don't fight it. You're in the chocolate zone. Indulge it with sweet escapes, real Hershey's chocolate, and less fat.
From the most prescribed name in the history of pain relief comes non-prescription Motrin IB gel caps. Concentrated, powerful, 23% smaller than Advil gel caplets. Motrin IB, spoken here.
Sandwich?
Grandwich.
Sandwich?
Grandwich.
Sandwich?
Grandwich.
Hey, want to turn your sandwich into a grandwich? Just bake up a big hot Grand's biscuit, split it, and load it up with your favorite stuff, like bacon, egg, and cheese, or hot ham and melted cheese. Sandwich?
Gonwich.
Introducing the all-new 1999 Grand Am. Its solid form design provides a stronger body structure so you can play as hard as you like with hardly a rattle.
Solid.
Excitement, well built. The all-new Grand Am by Pontiac.
We Italians, we love love. We love life. But most of all, we love pasta. Our #1 favorite, pasta barilla.
Sì, barilla.
Ordinary pasta can stick and clump, but imported pasta barilla is always perfect, always.
Al dente.
In Italy, our favorite pasta has one name. Barilla! The #1 love of Italians. You'll also love authentic barilla pasta sauce.
Very, very good.
Well, why don't you teach me? Why don't you inform me? Why don't you tell me about my sister with the 18-karat heart of gold, not leaving out any details that I might have missed living with her?
She made me a promise, a big promise, and then she left.
Obviously, it had more impact on you.
Well, I thought she meant it.
But she hasn't tried to get in touch with you?
No.
So you don't know anything at all that could help the police now?
Look, she didn't talk about her personal matters with me.
Okay, if I were to buy into this, you know, into this scenario, shouldn't there be a surge of music? Shouldn't there be a happy ending or something like that? There should be. But you're so sure of her commitment to you.
Look, I'm not sure of anything, okay? All I know is what she told me.
I think it's all very unlikely. But if she should call you, if she should try to get in touch with you in any way.
She's not going to. She's not.
What are you doing here?
Hi, I'm visiting.
Yeah, well, she needs a rest. Beat it, lady.
His manners leave much to be desired.
You don't belong here. There's the door.
Okay, why don't we both go before this delicate flower wilts?
Eddie, is there any news?
No. No, the cops didn't know anything.
Okay, I'm on my way. You must get that much-needed rest. But if you do hear anything from my sister, please contact me immediately.
Okay.
When pigs fly, lady. Ooh. Well, I'm sorry. That woman just... She pushes my buttons, you know what I mean?
It's all a game to her.
Well, the cops are giving up nothing on your mom.
It doesn't matter. There's nothing I could have done anyway.
Hey, what do you mean? What do you mean? You can't give up now.
Thanks for trying, Eddie.
Well, I do have some good news. I got a job.
Hey, that's great, Eddie. Good for you.
Yeah, I work in construction, so don't worry, okay? Everything's gonna work itself out.
Yeah, like maybe we'll get this paid for in 100 years.
Less, maybe 98 with overtime.
It's just lame. I should get up and walk out of here.
No, you walk out of here, I'm gonna drag you back and pin you to this bed, okay? Nothing's changed. You're having this operation. Besides, we need a little cash. We'll hit up old Lady Walsh.
Ugh, no way.
Why? That woman's got more money than the federal bank.
I would never take a dime from her. She thinks I'm trash.
She thinks everybody's trash. Come on.
I don't need her, Eddie.
No, I guess you don't. Because you got me. Yeah, that's right. I'm gonna adopt you as my little sister. After this, right now, you're my little sister.
Yeah? You really mean that?
Sure, but you gotta do what I say, okay? You stay put, relax, and let the white coats do their job.
Don't worry. I'm too tired to fight anyway.
Good. Because we can take anything they throw at us, Georgia. Anything at all.
Hi. Kim, you seem to be very friendly with that little girl in there.
Well, she just seemed like somebody who needed a friend or two.
Yeah, well, Samantha sort of befriended her, too. In fact, I've been told that she had rather a unique relationship with her.
Really?
Yeah.
Wasn't it too bad she's not here now, because Georgia needs all the support she can get.
Who is she and where's she from?
I have no idea. I don't know. Well, she has no family to speak of, and I think she doesn't have very many friends.
Well, she's got that kid, Eddie.
Well, he seems very concerned about her, yes.
Well, is there any next of kin? What does the hospital record say?
I have no idea. She says that she doesn't have any family. She's completely alone. See you later.
Jack! Jeez. You scared the hell out of me. I'm sorry. Where's Julia? I don't know. Her car's still outside, but this whole place is deserted.
Lily? Lily, Holden? Is anyone home?
Julia?
alive?
Because there's 100 little things to take care of in the morning, 2 of which are hungry. Introducing Kellogg's Breakfast Mates, a bowl of Kellogg's cereal.